Okay, so you recently posted a video with when we had the van and we had those lights. I think they were LED, but it was like we're in the airplane, and you guys used to get a kick out of it. Hold up, I'm eating salmon. Excuse me. So you posted something about it, right?
Yeah.
So I remember that. I remember those times. It kind of seems like
I remember that van, and it was, yeah, it wasn't easy. As a kid, I loved that van because even though we lived in it, periodically, I remember seeing we called them airplane lights because the lights were at the roof of the van on the inside. And at nighttime when we were driving, we'd just pretend like we were flying around at night. And like, oh yeah, it was awesome. And then the back being able to convert to a bed. Like we would just lay down there and look outside while you guys were driving. Like it was a lot of driving, and it was good just knowing.
That's what happens when you're homeless.
Yeah, I remember being in different parking lots and then stopping at IHOP. Like I remember one time we stopped at IHOP and I thought it was the best thing in the world. I was like, oh my goodness. And it might have been the IHOP on Bay Meadows. I don't remember. But yeah, I just remember thinking like, it didn't bother me that we were homeless because we were all together. And I had all my siblings there with me and my parents were there with me. So it didn't matter as long as we were together. It didn't really matter to me. The picture that I have above in the video with all of us with our cousins, I think that day maybe we went to Miami or something, but I just remember being like, it was either at an aquarium or like a big field or something. I remember we were throwing like a football or a frisbee or a boomerang. I don't remember, but it was simple. We were just outside in this big field having a picnic and throwing a ball around. And that was just like, it was a really good memory, being with that van. Even though you might see it from the outside as like, oh, these people are poor and homeless, like, it is what it is. But it was a good time for me. What was it like? I know from the outside, for you, is a different perspective because you were the parent. So how did you feel in that scenario?
Pause. Honestly, I remember that Wilfredo was 8 months old, and so that means that Maxine was maybe 3, or she was 2 years old, so you had to be 5. And your father had just gotten out the military, and he failed to tell them that we needed extra time to find a place, and it was like, too bad, because it was in, Navy housing. And we had a lot of peanut butter and jelly, and my mom was with me. So, but you know what? It was a lot of love. I felt a lot of love. It was family. And your father had a job, but he got fired because he was putting tracks. When we had to mail stuff out, he had to mail stuff out, and he was putting tracks in there that were talking about hell, and he got fired, so I was the only one working. So wisdom, we got to ask for wisdom. But it was very close, and some of the things I remember, but we're not going to make this video long. But yeah, it was a time to cherish. So you told me what you remember about it, and you said the peanut butter and jelly, and it was fun, and we try to make it fun. So, and I cherish those moments, of course. It was hard, but I cherished those because I had everything I needed. I had my family. I didn't have, money in the bank or, what people call wealthy and all that. But man, when you have family and you have love, that's something that money can't buy. It was priceless.
Yeah.
To God be the glory.
Amen. All the time. And it's interesting in a different perspective because now I'm a parent, right? I'm an adult, and thank God I haven't had to put my family through that yet. Somehow we figured it out. There's one year when I was the only one working with us having the 2 kids, and I think I made $15,000 for the year, And I said, I don't know how we survived, but we survived. I was working at Starbucks, and the food that we threw away at night, I would sneak them and put them in my backpack. The breakfast sandwiches, I put them in my backpack, throw it in our freezer, and it's like, hey, this is what we're gonna eat. What we're gonna eat? Whatever I bring back home from Starbucks, they don't catch me throwing away, and that's what we did.
Amen. Amen.
And it worked out. So, as far as that van goes, there's a lot of good memories. Even though we were homeless for a good minute, it wasn't all bad.
No.
So,
Nope.
and that's the first one. That's the first
That's
video
good.
of this first family photo. So, there will be
Thank
more
you,
that
son.
we can unpack, and it would be interesting to get the perspective of my siblings. Cause I don't think we ever talked about it. But it would be interesting to see where we all came from to where we're at now, and where we're going to be going from there.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
So, thank you
Thank
for the quick video.